Why hello there ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Car Juice. I accidentally just zoomed in on my face way too close. I guess this is a good time to say, here's the squeeze on the 2025 BMW X6 M60. This is a video that I've been meaning to do for quite some time because, as you guys may have known, basically 30% of my following has come from my X6 M60 cold start video I'd made whenever this car first came out. That was for the 2024 model year. This is for 25, and not much has changed, but I really liked the specific equipment that this vehicle was featured with, so that's why I decided to go ahead and actually make this video. This vehicle is furnished in mineral white. Mineral white has a metallic flake over the paint. Alpine white is a nice, beautiful flat paint. Mineral definitely looks a little bit nicer than the Alpine white does. This one also has the M Sport Professional package with the upgraded 21-inch wheels on all four corners with Yokohama Advan Sport tires on all four corners. With the M Sport Professional package, you also get a very cool matte black kidney grille that you can hear is sucking in more air than something that sucks in a lot of air, such as like a vacuum or your mom. But that is besides the point. We're not going to talk about your mom too much because she would be very happy driving this 523 horsepower, very, very torquey, monstrous V8. This is a twin-turbo S68 motor with a mild hybrid setup, allowing this thing to actually get pretty good gas mileage. Overall, this is one of the best cars that we make. It's just very, very expensive, especially with the M Sport Professional suspension that this car has. That means that these rear wheels are actually going to turn whenever we're going into high acceleration and cornering and those things, so it's very, very cool. While we're here in the front, I do want to go ahead and pop the hood for you guys just to show you the beautiful sauce underneath the hood there. Whenever you get the M Sport Pro package, you also get blacked out not kidney grills. You also get blacked out headlights, and then the grille gets blacked out. I mentioned that already, but it's, again, very cool to mention. The X6 does have, as standard, the Sport package, so you'll never see this car without a Sport package anymore. They got rid of the base model X6 in 2022, technically 23. Yeah, but underneath the hood, you got that juicy, gorgeous S68T motor. You got the little strut braces there so you can grab onto it and hoot and holler all you want. And then that purple cable back there, that is powering the 12-volt, 48-volt system, for your mild hybrid setup. Go ahead and close that hood there. Schmacker like we do. And then also on the M60 model, you got the cool upgraded wing mirrors, so you get the M style mirrors, and then this thing is going to be getting 19 miles per gallon combined. That is your combined rating, and then on the highway it's rated at 22 and then 17 in the city. I could see this car definitely getting a little bit more than that. I took an M550 up to Chicago about 1 or 2 years ago, whenever I won a sales competition at my dealership, and then the MSRP for this car is sitting right at 105, so not too shabby, only about twice as much as my first house, which is insane. $800 for the extra wheels there, and then $300 for the carbon fiber trim executive package. So we're going to be rocking these soft closed doors, which is quite nice. There you go. That's what we like to see. Oh my goodness, gravy. And then also on the interior, you're going to be rocking this upgraded Tartufo leather with the climate comfort package, meaning that these have heated and ventilated seats. $1,000 massage seats are a standalone option, and this car is not equipped with them. But since it does have the climate comfort, you're getting perforated leather instead of the regular. Synsofin is standard, and most of the time I don't suggest going with the upgraded leather. I really only recommend it at this point if you are going to be somebody that actually cares about the smell of leather. Otherwise, the Synsofin is very, very nice, and it lasts a very long time. In the back seat, we have plenty of legroom. We're reckoning probably about 5 inches or so here in the rear. And then this also has our climate comfort package, so you are going to be able to heat up your butt when you're sitting in the rear seat as well. And then for your infotainment purposes, you have these very handy little travel guides. So you've got a USB Type-C, and then you can slide this closed, similar to the X3, except the X3 does not have a added USB Type-C port. Cup holders in the back, very mid. Like I've mentioned in most of our cars, we don't have the best cup holders, but you just keep that closed and then it's no longer an issue. And then just like the X5, the X6 still does feature the full panoramic sunroof, which is quite nice. This car also comes with the upgraded Harman Kardon audio system. That's an extra $875, but well worth it. You can upgrade to the Bowers & Wilkins sound system for about $3,400, but I probably would not recommend it for that price. It just depends on how much time you spend in your car, how big of a musician person you are, where if you're very interested in music, it's probably worth it. If you're not, it's probably not. So it's just one of those things you can't really ask your sales advisor for. It's very, very subjective, and one of those things that only matters if you are very into music. Let's see if I can close myself in the trunk here. I got the key with me just in case. Where are we at? All right, let's see. Got it closed, very good. And one of these days, there we go. One of these days I'm gonna lose the key, but the trunk space is pretty darn good in the X6, enough to fit a 5'8" man legs all the way extended to the little cavity here. And then you've got a space for probably 2 or 3 of my friends here in the back if you were to need to transport a bunch of short people. You've got a foldable cargo shade. On the X5, it is a rollout cargo shade. And then on the X6, you can actually just fold it out. This does pop out and it just works by getting clicked right into the back. Little X6 logo there. And then underneath this little cover, you're going to find a space saver spare. If you did not get the upgraded 21-inch tires, you would have a little cavity here basically where you could fit a full-size carry-on bag in the back, which is quite nice. And then we're just going to press R1 button and close that trunk back in. Overall, the X6 M60 is a very, very nice car. You've got plenty of driver's assistance features inside of the cabin as well. This is the M Sport steering wheel, so it's nice and juicy. The new cars look like they're going to the flat bottom, but for 2025, the X6 M60 still has the curved, normal-looking steering wheel, and then you've got your iDrive 8.5 display with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is quite nice. And then with the executive package, we also get our upgraded little crystal shifter there and then carbon fiber trim all on the inside. 17 different colors to choose from all of the different lights. And then whenever you open up the sunroof, you've got 1,800 crystal etchings that you can see. Again, this is all part of the executive package. So you're not getting any additional features with the executive package besides maybe soft closed doors, but really you're only doing it for the glitz and glam and to say that you have a fully loaded car. That is basically what I'm going to conclude on the first half of this video. I'm going to go ahead and throw you guys on that window there and then throw another version of you guys on the window behind you. And we're going to take this thing on a bit of a drive. Oh no, there we go. I think that, yeah, that looks good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so inside of the cabin of the BMW X6 M60, you are in a very comfortable cabin. Really, the only reason why you should pick an X6 over an X5 M60 is purely because of the body style. These cars are basically the exact same vehicle, except the roofline of the X6 slopes a little bit, as opposed to the X5, which just has a more boxy roofline. The X6 is generally a couple of $1,000s, usually about $6,000 to $8,000 more expensive than the X5. I absolutely love how the 4-wheel steering works on this car. It's just so smooth and so dynamic. It makes it a very, very fun car to drive, especially quickly, like in corners and stuff like that, just because it stays so planted. Your 0 to 60 time, you're looking probably around like that 4.1 second, 0 to 60 range. Sounds great. This does have the iconic sounds where BMW pipes in a little bit of audio noise to the cabin, which, you know, is fine. It makes it a little bit more engaging whenever you're driving it quickly because you can hear more about what's going on inside of the cabin. These, let's see, do they have... No double pane glass on the X6. The X7 is, I think, our only car that has the double pane glass. So no double pane glass on the X5 or on the X6, which is fine. It's just one of those things that adds a little bit of extra, you know, dampening inside of the cabin. You can also get these with a very nice Alcantara headliner. These are just the regular cloth headliner, which again is fine. It's just, you can step it up just a little bit more if you spend a little bit of extra money. There are certain things that are worth upgrading for, like the Alcantara headliner. I don't know if that's necessarily worth it. It is really cool if you're already adding in the extra leather seats and adding in every other option that you can get, just go for it. I love the combination of the Tartufo with the carbon fiber and the black though. It's just a very classy combination. There's all kinds of different leathers that you can get, but this is like the poreless leather. They got rid of all of the lower tiers and basically made it so you can only get top tier leathers on pretty much all of our cars, including on the new X3. If you guys haven't checked that video out, I'll put a link to it in the description. The new X3 is really cool. It's just got some very controversial styling, and there's a lot of debate about it, but handles great. This car handles better. It's got more horsepower, it's quicker, more exhaust noise, always is more better. And the only downside of kind of the X6 that's not really that big of a downside per se is that with this true S68 true M motor, it does have a 300-mile run-in period where you're going to be tuned down probably in that 480 horsepower-ish range, and it's not going to let you kick over 5,000 RPMs. Overall, it still is a super fun car to drive, and once you get past those first 300 miles, then you get the full access to the horsepower again. But the handling and performance is excellent. Interior material qualities are great, and there's a lot of really great creature comforts inside of the car. The heated armrests are one of my favorite things. Your armrests on both sides are going to be heated, and then the heated steering wheel comes as part of that, like kind of baked into the premium package. So you'll be good to go as long as you get a couple of the basic options, making sure that you're not missing out or cheaping out on any of those things. The wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is pretty awesome as well. So if you are trying to keep your phone connected, as long as you're using like Apple Maps or Google Maps, if you're on an Android, it will push directly up into your heads-up display, making it very easy to live with this car every single day. The heads-up display is full color, which is quite nice, and then you can also completely modify and customize the center gauges so that they show what is apt to you at all given points and times. Overall, the X6 M60 is great. If you're looking for a more cost-effective route to get basically the same car, you can also check out the X5 M60 or the X7 M60 if you're wanting something with a third row. They don't make the X6 in a hybrid. They also don't make it with third row seats. I get those questions a lot. But then also kind of the thing too that I want to point out, on all of these coupe style cars, they are quite nice, except whenever you are going on a smaller coupe style car, for example, the X4, you lose out on a little bit of that rear head space. The doors don't open quite as wide on the X6 as they do on the X5, but if you've got kids that are, 12 to 16, this is fine. If they're still in child seats, you might find it a little bit better to go with the X5 just because of that extra added headspace. Yeah, hopefully this video kind of helps. The X6 is awesome. Love the S68 motor. Love how it sounds. Love the 8.5 iDrive screen. It's quite nice. And overall, it's an attractive looking car that you don't see everywhere. They sell 1/8 as many of the X6s as they do the X5s. So it's kind of cool to see them whenever they're out and about. So if you got it, you're definitely making a statement by picking up one of these instead of going with an X5. Yeah, thank you guys for watching today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, please do hit the subscribe button, like button, all the things. You hear this all the time on every other car YouTube channel. But I'm trying to go full-time car YouTubes, darn it. Thank you for BMW Cincinnati North for letting me do a review on this car. If you guys are interested in picking up a new BMW and you live in the Midwest, hit me up. Thank you guys for watching. Deuces.